Futures and options on futures trading involve substantial risk and is not a suitable investment for all types of investors. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. When I use the word I in this video, it refers to what I teach in my charting course or what I author in my twice daily oral and written updates. Prices shown on charts and quote boards are in real time and take into account all known activity up to this point in time. And if you'd like to read more of this disclaimer, simply hit the pause key. Good morning. Ira Epstein of Linden Associates with your morning flash update for this Wednesday, September 5th, 2019, about 9:10 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Lots going on. We've got the people on Capitol Hill from Twitter and Facebook. They're in front of Congress giving a testimony right now. Then we've got Mr. Kavanaugh trying to, if he could get through testimony, explain his positions right now, but the protesters are there. When we look at the stock indices, especially in the NASDAQ, as this testimony is getting underway, you can see the market getting hit, and that's pulling on all the stock indices. You know, yesterday the market was trying to break. I had the impression when the pros came back from their holiday that the market was actually taking a sell feel, and it's doing more and more of that as the morning's going on. On the stock indices, it just seems to be a day where the market's just so-so, not going anywhere. Dollar index was higher early, lower by 50 points from the day's highs, and that occurred, it all happened at one time, when we saw that on the Brexit deal, Germany started backing a plan to give more to the UK. We saw a bounce come off. Look at from the low to the high. It went 2 cents. So this is a big move that happened. That gave a bounce into the euro, dropped the dollar. In the notes and bonds, the market's liking what it's seeing at this point. Remember, we have a Federal Reserve meeting coming up shortly, and I think the market's anticipating, of course, that we'll get higher interest rates out of that. And on the energy markets, look at the decline, and I'll give you the reason for that in a minute as we get to it here. Let's see if I can get this coming. There we go. First, the trade balance deficit came out, and the numbers basically point to a softer fourth quarter than people think. The trade deficit jumped again to $50 billion, but when you look at the exports and the imports and see where the discrepancies between the two come, it comes down to the idea that it's not GDP that'll just be impacted, but it's a question of all of this coming together. When we look at the Chinese trade deficit, this is going to infuriate the president. It's out to $36.83 billion versus June's $33.48, and that's for July again. The meeting today, another weight on the market between NAFTA meeting again in Washington today, and Prime Minister Trudeau has reiterated that this country will not sign a NAFTA deal that's bad for it. That makes sense, of course. According to the Wall Street Journal, for the first time in 11 months, a group of investment banks polled by them shows that they did not raise their estimates for crude oil prices. And they're looking basically at $73.65 a barrel this year for their average and $68 in WTI. Next, as we get to the European economic data, the August services PMI came in right at forecast at 54.4. The composite PMI was 54.5 versus 54.4. That's up a little bit. And retail sales were down just as the market was thinking. I want to remind you, one of the things that I do for you is I write market commentary. And in that market commentary, I not only give the commentary, but I give ideas on trade if you want it. I put out two types of trade and commentary. One includes trade recommendations, one does not. Why don't you take a look and see what it includes for both with a free look at it. Give us a call at 866-973-2077. You can go to our website at www.iraepstein.com as well. You'll get to see the morning subscriber video, which you don't see on any of these YouTube or other channels. You have to have a user ID and password to get in, and it's where I set you up for the day's trades with very, very specific recommendations as to what I think the pros are doing. You can always click up here, by the way, if you're watching me on YouTube, to get there. I'm Ira Epstein. You have yourselves a great trade day, and I'll see you all at the end of the day in my end of the day videos. Take care now.